Friends, gather round because it seems we've stumbled back into familiar territory, the land of tariffs. Our esteemed leader, in his infinite wisdom, is threatening to slap a 25% tariff on goods from our lovely neighbors, Canada and Mexico. Oh, and let's not forget China, because doubling those tariffs to a cool 20% seems like a perfectly reasonable thing to do. Now I know what you're thinking. Didn't we go down this road before? You're absolutely right, it's like watching a reality show rerun, except instead of a spray-tan catastrophe, we get an economic meltdown. The timing, as always, couldn't be worse. The US economy is sending out some seriously worrying signals. Layoffs are up. Consumer spending took a nosedive in January. The stock market is having a collective panic attack. It's like the universe is screaming, now is not the time for a trade war. But hey, who needs a stable economy when we can engage in some good old-fashioned economic brinkmanship? Okay, so remember those worrying economic signals I mentioned? Let's unpack those, shall we? Consumer spending, the lifeblood of any healthy economy, decided to take an unscheduled vacation in January. It just up and vanished, like a magician's assistant in a particularly poorly executed trick. And if that wasn't enough, the stock market, that bastion of rational decision-making, has been on a wild roller coaster ride. February saw more dips than a marathon ice cream eating contest. Turns out investors aren't big fans of uncertainty. Who knew? But wait, there's more. The Atlanta Federal Reserve, those economic soothsayers, have downgraded their GDP growth forecast for the first quarter of 2025. And by downgraded, I mean they're now predicting a 2.8% decline. That's right, a decline. It's like they looked into their crystal ball and saw a dumpster fire wearing an "I love tariffs" t-shirt. So, who's feeling the heat from this tariff turmoil? Well, besides American consumers who are about to get slapped with higher prices on everything from cars to avocados, businesses are staring down the barrel of a whole lot of uncertainty. Imagine being a business owner right now. You're trying to plan for the future, but it's like trying to navigate a maze blindfolded while someone keeps moving the walls. Take Basic Fun, for example. This toy company gets 90% of its products from China. The existing tariffs have already punched a $5 million hole in their budget. And with the prospect of even higher tariffs, well, let's just say they're not feeling very playful right now. And it's not just small businesses feeling the pain. Chipotle, the beloved burrito chain, is warning that if these tariffs become a long-term thing, they might have to raise prices. So, get ready to shell out an extra buck or two for that chicken burrito bowl. Look, I'm no economist, but even I can see that starting a trade war when our economy is doing the economic equivalent of a trust fall with no one to catch it is a terrible idea. Instead of playing tariff roulette, maybe we should try something radical like, I don't know, talking to our trading partners? Negotiating actual trade deals that benefit everyone? Ed Yardeni, an economist with a much better grasp on reality than our current administration, suggests that this whole economic mess is temporary. He believes it's a result of a nasty case of cold weather and a severe allergic reaction to policy uncertainty. His prescription: negotiation, not escalation. It's time to ditch the tariffs and embrace the power of diplomacy. Because the only thing a trade war is good for is hurting everyone involved. And frankly, we've had enough hurt for one news cycle.